Good morning, everyone. I'm Teacher Nat. Welcome to Science for P.6. And today we're going to learn about fossils. Let's learn some vocabulary words before we start our lesson. Are you ready? Here we go. Fossils. Paleontology. Paleontologist. Decay. Exposed. Solidify. Compression. Fossils. Say that with me. Fossils. Let's spell it. Fossils. Fossils. Great. Say it in Thai word. Good job. Paleontology. Say that with me. Paleontology. Let's spell it. Paleontology. Paleontology. Fabulous. Say it in Thai word. Perfect. Paleontologist. Say that with me. Paleontologist. Let's spell it. Paleontologist. Paleontologist. You're doing great. Say it in Thai word. Perfect. Decay. Say that with me. Decay. Let's spell it. Decay. Decay. Great. Say it in Thai word. Perfect. Exposed. Say that with me. Exposed. Let's spell it. Exposed. Exposed. Great. Say it in Thai word. Excellent. Solidify. Say that with me. Solidify. Let's spell it. Solidify. Solidify. Good job. Say it in Thai word. Awesome. Compression. Say that with me. Compression. Let's spell it. Compression. Compression. You're doing great. Say it in Thai word. Fantastic. So that's the end of our vocabulary words. Let's proceed to our lesson. I want everybody to get their workbooks and open on page 86. Are we on the same page? So what are fossils? Everybody please read with me. Fossils are the preserved remains, impressions, or traces of animals or plants that were trapped as the rocks formed. So how do you think fossils are formed? Did they just magically appear? Well, not quite. So we have here formation of fossils. You can read with me. Formation of fossils. When an animal or a plant dies, it might be buried quickly by sediments. The soft parts of the dead animal or plant decay. The dead animal leaves behind its harder parts like skeletons and shells, whereas the dead plant leaves behind its impressions. Over the years, more layers of sediments build up above the remains and rocks are formed. Slowly, the remains are replaced with minerals and become fossils. When the rocks rise to the surface of the earth, the fossils are exposed by erosions, earthquakes, or human activities like mining. Fossils are useful to scientists who use them to learn about animals and plants lived a long time ago. Let's continue reading. Uses of fossils. Fossils can be used as an evidence to explain about the past environment of the area where the fossils are found. For example, if plant fossils like ferns, as you can see in the first picture, are found in an area, the surrounding area might have been a forest in the past. Number 2. Fossils are also used as a guide to determine the ages of rocks. Look at picture number 2. If a freshwater fish fossil is found in an area, the surrounding area is most likely to be a source of fresh water, like a lake or a river in the past. Number 3. Fossils help us to understand the evolution of life on Earth. Let's say the oldest horseshoe crab fossil is about 470 million years old. Horseshoe crabs are still existing today. The modern horseshoe crabs are most likely different from the fossil. This means that horseshoe crabs have existed on Earth 470 million years ago, and they have undergone a little change over the years. So let's test your knowledge on fossils. Let's go to page 87 and answer exercise number 1. Are we on the same page? Okay. So you have to write the answers on the blanks below in each of the following questions. You can pause the video and answer. If you are finished, we will check the answers. You can start now. Letter A. State the 3 main groups of rocks based on the ways they are formed. Which type of rock usually contains fossil? Letter C. Which types of rocks most likely do not contain any fossil? If you're finished, we'll check the answers. Letter A. State the 3 main groups of rocks based on the ways they are formed. So we have igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Let's go to letter B. Which type of rock usually contains fossil? So what's your answer? We have sedimentary rocks. And letter C, which types of rocks most likely do not contain any fossil? So we have igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. Turn to page 91, exercise 9 to complete the paragraph. Are you ready? Okay. I'll read first the sentence and you'll have to write the missing word on the blank. You can pause the video and answer. Let's start. When an animal or a plant dies, it might be buried quickly by blank. The soft parts of the dead animal or plant, blank. The dead animal leaves behind its harder parts like blank and shells, whereas the dead plant leaves behind its blank. Over the years, more layers of sediments build up above the remains and blank are formed. Slowly, the remains are replaced with minerals and become blank. When the rocks rise to the surface of the earth, the fossils are exposed by blank, earthquakes, or human activities like mining. So let's proceed with exercise 10. You can pause the video and answer. List 3 uses of fossils. So did you get it right? Perfect. Now let's check your answer. List 3 uses of fossils. Number 1, fossils can be used as an evidence to explain about the past environment of the area where the fossils are found. Number 2, fossils are also used as a guide to determine the ages of rocks. And number 3, fossils helps us to understand the evolution of life on Earth. So that's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you enjoy learning.